Hi guys, welcome to Soul's No Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your timeless tarot. Whenever it is that you're tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing really, really well. Now, we're using the Goddess Rising, the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck to set the theme for your reading today. So can we have a message for the collective? Right, we have Liberation. It flew into the reverse. Card number 37, Queen Mother Nanny. Liberation. So I don't know if there's a feeling of entrapment. It did come out in the reverse. I don't usually read these. Oh, look at that. Soul's forgiveness. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, as I said, I don't usually read these in the reverse. Well, then this card's in the reverse also. The only two cards, the only two cards in the deck that are in the reverse happen to be in this reading, so that is significant. So the opposite of liberation to me, it's entrapment, it's feeling stuck, it's a lack of freedom. Liberation would be your freedom from that energy. The soul's forgiveness that's come out as well, 28, card number 28. So it feels as though, I don't know, there's a need for you to forgive, whether an aspect of yourself, somebody else, a situation, an experience that you've endured, so that you can actually liberate or free yourself from something that you're stuck in at this time. So it could be a lack of forgiveness that's keeping somebody stuck, or keeping somebody away from this feeling of a liberation, or you actually liberating yourself from something physical. I don't exactly know how it's going to show up yet, but we've got resistance coming out at the bottom of the deck. Gang, what's that? Sarah, gang, Sarah, resistance. And that's coming out in the reverse. So that kind of tells me that there's a need for you to release some kind of resistance. I don't know if there's something you're holding on to that's keeping you out of this liberation energy. And that's what I mean, that needs to be forgiven. It could be something that somebody did. It could be an experience that you've had. It could be an aspect of, I don't know, fear or something that's keeping you trapped. But with this soul's forgiveness energy coming out, it's really important that you forgive an aspect. I'm going to say childhood as well, because there's two little kids on this card. She looks like a mother. She's got these two babies. So I don't know if this is like releasing things to do with, like parental figures or your role as a mother. I don't really know, or aspects of your own childhood. But it's coming out with the soul forgiveness. Right, show me this liberation coming out in the reverse. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. And that is an energy of not moving anywhere. Knight of Wands in the upright is forward movement. It is like a very fast-paced energy. Coming out in the reverse, though, it can speak about either not acting, delays, frustration, no movement, and that's exactly what I was talking about with that liberation coming out in the reverse. Right, show me why the Knight of Wands is reversed and liberation's reversed. Death. There needs to be a transformation, the end of something. And it's so funny because liberation is like a death card energy. As I was saying, like, I don't know, which deck is it in? I've got a deck. Right, I will find it in a second. Let me see why this death is here. Show me why death and the Knight of Wands is reversed. But death speaks about a change, and this is like a change that you cannot go back to. Things from this point of change will never be the same again. So show me the energy of this death. So things have been stagnant for you, delayed, so you're frustrated because you're unable to move forward, or things are not moving. Something to do with this soul's forgiveness. Oh my gosh, right, we'll take those two. 3 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. 3 of Inspiration and the 10 of Emotions. Right, so it's something emotional that you need to let go of. It's definitely something emotional that needs to be released with this death energy. 10 of Cups coming out directly underneath the death. Death is also 8th house energy, which can speak about things below the surface. This could be something that you are not very consciously aware of that needs to be let go. Something emotional, like I say, that we're either holding on to, whether directly, indirectly, subconsciously. But once this ending occurs, it's going to have like a domino effect. I'm just seeing like all these dominoes, I don't know if you can see them, stacked up by her feet there. And it's like you push one domino and it's like the whole, I don't know, the whole line of dominoes topples over. So there's going to be like a domino effect by you changing something, by you ending something, by you allowing the change that's needed to liberate you. There's going to be a domino effect, and you can expect things to start moving again. You can expect to be in a more peaceful circumstance, situation, mindset. You're going to be taking action towards things that inspire you on an emotional level, whether that's like connecting to your heart, connecting to your soul. We do have this soul forgiveness energy over here. The wheel, exactly. Things need to change. It's time for something to change. Right, show me the soul forgiveness. As I was saying with that death card energy, it is an energy of liberating yourself. So where you have been stuck, it's like you've got to let go. You've got to release. There has to be some sort of growth or transformation. You just got to think of like the phoenix rising. Oh, wow. 7 of voices. So that's the 7 of swords. It's coming out in the reversed under soul forgiveness, and then strength coming out in the reversed as well. So 7 of swords. This is what you need to forgive. Whether somebody else has lied to you, cheated on you, taken something from you, because the 7 of swords is like, I was going to say it's like a manipulative energy, which it is, but it's also a secretive energy. It's like things done in the dark, but this is in the reverse card, which means it's coming to light. You can see how we've got the light and the dark. It's almost like a mirror image, and we've got these foxes. So it's sly, it's cunning, it's like somebody trying to get away with something. So I don't know if this is what you need to forgive with the soul's forgiveness, whether it's an aspect of yourself or something that somebody else did. The fact that it's in the reverse and we're looking at the darker side of this card, I don't feel that this is something, well, it's never something nice. It's the 7 of swords is never something nice. Whatever it is that you need to forgive, you may feel as though it put you at a disadvantage with strength coming out in the reversed. You may have felt, I don't know, weak or helpless or hopeless in a situation that was at the hands of like something or someone outside of you, though, with the 7 of swords. We've got Leo energy, we've got Scorpio energy on the table. Heavy on the Scorpio, because that liberation, like I said, is also giving me Scorpio energy. Show me why the 7 of swords and strength are both coming out in the reverse. But this is what you need to forgive. Whether you felt powerless and you're still beating yourself up over that, or somebody put you in a position, so they took something from you, stole from you, backstabbed you. So strengthening the upright, it's like someone could have tried to literally take your power away. Right, okay, show me 7 of swords and strength in the reverse. Why is this energy here? The 8 of materials coming out on its side. So I don't know, and then the hermit at the bottom of the deck. I don't know if this is something that you've been working towards, trying to heal or trying to forgive. Whether this 7 of swords and strength is somebody outside of you or an aspect of you. But I've got somehow, there's a reflection going on here. There's a reflection. I see it in the death. I don't know if you can see there's a face up here, but there's a face here. Then we have the symmetry of the card. Well, the details on the actual image of the card. And then here we've got the same kind of symmetry. The same kind of mirror reflection. So I don't know if you've been working hard to forgive this experience, this person, an aspect of yourself, let's say, that has been powerless to something outside of yourself. Or if this is indicating the amount of work that somebody else has put in to keep you in this strength in the reversed position. Like I say, having a lack of faith, feeling trapped, which is exactly what we start with. Liberation in the reversed is this same strength and reversed energy. Feeling trapped. And then look at that. We've got like the sun at the top of the head of both of the people in this card. So it's like somebody was trying to block, block your ability to manifest, block your happiness, but we have the emotional contentment and happiness down here, but it comes after you close something out or let something go. Liberate yourself from something that you were being held fixed into in some kind of way. But I'm definitely seeing there's something about mirror image or reflection. So I don't know if you initially felt, hopeless or helpless, trapped, and then people, places and things that, you come across on your path or on your journey reflect that feeling of hopelessness back to you by taking shit off you, taking your personal power. But there's something that needs to be forgiven here. You're going to know exactly what that is. The Hermit is the energy that we have at the bottom of the deck, and then the Star, exactly. Going within and healing the Star and the Hermit. That's like you doing something independently, you finding your own path, but it comes through your healing. There has to be this releasing of any resistance, whether internal or external, that is stopping you or blocking you from taking the time that you need to heal, taking the time that you need to hear the messages of the universe, because that's exactly what the Hermit card is. And the Star would be, so the Hermit would be you putting yourself in isolation, putting yourself in quiet mode, sort of distancing yourself from people, places and things to sort of self-reflect and go within. And when you do that, that's when this incoming, guidance or healing or but there's some sort of connection to something bigger than you that comes in after you put yourself in position to hear it, though. With the Hermit and the Star, we've now got Virgo and Aquarius energy coming into play. So this could be as simple as, learning how to meditate or making meditation part of like your daily routine. Virgo energy speaks about, routines and habits and things that we do on a day-to-day basis, and it's coming out next to the Star. And the Star, we're looking at like 11th house energy. So there's an awareness that comes from you doing something or either on your own independently in isolation, or the awareness comes as you sort of incorporate this, I don't know what it's going to be, it's going to be different for everybody, but into your routine. Right, okay. Let me find this card, because this was what I was talking about, that liberation. Let me see if I can find it. Let me find it. But it gives me death card energy, and in this deck, in particular, it's very much giving me death card energy. So I'm just it's gonna be the last card. Watch it. Almost, almost. But yeah, this card is also called Liberation in this deck, and you can see that someone's like opened this door, jumped on their horse, like jumped over these snakes, and it's like they've made their escape. They've liberated themselves from, like I said, a prison, whether it's self-imposed or an actual, like holding space or trap or something that somebody else has kind of set up to stop you. But this is what needs to happen, and this is definitely death card energy. So some kind of end of cycle or profound change needs to happen here. This is like an acceptance or an acknowledgement of the lessons that you've learned, being not able to move forward, being trapped, what somebody else has done to you, or like I say, if this is just how you have personally felt. But there's a need for some real liberating yourself from whatever has been keeping you stuck and trapped. Right, I think I want to use this deck. Show me liberation in the reverse. goodness. Okay, we have room and lover. Oof. Okay, so this room, you could be needing to liberate yourself from like a living situation, somewhere where you live, somebody that you live with. We've got lover coming out next to that. So it could have been a relationship situation, like intimate relationship situation that had somebody stuck or their life not moving forward. And we've got thought. And that's that hermit energy where you really need to reflect on something, look at something clearly. Or someone being stuck in a relationship, in an environment, in a home. It's got somebody very much up in their head. Right, show me this soul forgiveness. Right, melancholy coming out in the reversed. We have constancy, Lord, and frivolity. So it very well could be like the need for you to forgive a sort of masculine energy. The Lord gives me emperor energy. I don't know if someone was doing something over and over and over and over again. We've got this frivolity, so it's like somebody, there's just something like uncaring about something that you've dealt with. Whether somebody, like I said, put in a lot of work over a long period of time with this constancy. They may have been very much like a social butterfly or very non-committal. If this is like a relationship or a lover situation, wanted to flip from one flower to another flower, there could have been some kind of third-party situation or cheating involved. We've got melancholy. So it either made you sad, and that's what you need to forgive, or this person now is in this energy of feeling melancholy and sad because you're closing something out and you're freeing yourself. I don't know which way around it's going to be. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is. Scholar. Fortune. Yeah, exactly. This hermit energy is the scholar. Say that there's information for you to gather, and there's knowledge, there's wisdom for you to learn from this situation. That you can only do so by isolating yourself, going within, tapping into like your higher self, connecting with the divine. As I was saying, receiving that information, and I feel that it's going to guide you towards your fortune. But it all comes like after you liberate yourself. If you're still trapped in something, you're never going to reach this, where you're able to turn your past experiences into wisdom, which is then going to lead to some kind of financial benefit from what it is that you've learned in this situation. That's what I mean. There was lessons that you needed to learn that you may be able to monetize or capitalize on, if I don't really like that word, but you know what I mean. But it comes after you liberate yourself though. Right, okay. What deck do I want? I think I want to use this. Let's use Sign of the Times to pull you an advice and guidance. Can we have some advice and guidance for anyone resonating? Yeah, divine guidance. We split that on. And focus. That's what this divine guidance wants to come in to lead you onto the path of your fortune. But it's like you've got to get really still and really quiet before you can hear this. Right. Oh, right, 2. We've got recycle and recover. And then sunflower and action. So hello again. That's me. There's something, like I was saying, constantly, like just going round and round and round in circles, that you need to take action to get off this merry-go-round. Right, okay, let me read this to you. Right, 21 and 34. I'm just going to briefly glance over these because I was only looking for one card. And 34. So, recycle. Oh, it's only short. Let's read this one first. When materials such as boxes or plastics are placed in a recycling bin, it's with the intention that they will be converted into something else, just as useful as the original project. Think about your ability to bounce back in a very similar way. This card is an indication that things are coming full circle. This is a period of restoration and recovery. And that's exactly what we spoke about with this healing of the star. Restoration and recovery. If you've been experiencing hardships and setbacks, you will be renewed and made whole again. Don't get caught up in how this should look or present itself, because it may surprise you. And then we have action. Just as a sunflower shifts its position to face the sun's rays, this card is assigned to head in the direction of that which energizes you. Exactly. Does it make you feel trapped? Does it make you feel sad? Does it make you feel as though, I don't know, that you're just stuck in something or your life isn't moving forward? If that is the case, then that's not where you should be. So taking action towards what energizes you is going to get you out this situation. Soak in the nourishment of your passions and the feeling of being alive. Now is not the time to be timid or shy. Accept invitations for adventure and act on your ambitions. Any uncertainty on whether the time is right to proceed should be put aside. It's time for you to take action and make moves. There is also an energy of constant movement in this card, which can cause you to change directions frequently, leading to inconsistencies and a lack of progress. Stay focused as you take the next steps with intention. I love that. I love that. And I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.